Welcome back to Tying Tuesday. I'm Tyler, and today we're going to be tying up the Graphic Caddis. This is a pattern from John Barr. I like to fish it under an indicator, or you could fish it as a dry dropper behind an elk hair caddis during a caddis hatch would be great. Before I get started, we would really appreciate it if you could smash that like and subscribe button. Helps the channel out a ton. Let's get started. I'll be tying this pattern today on a TMC 2488. This is a size 16. For thread, I'm going to be using white 8/0 UNI thread. Start the thread about 2 eye lengths back. Trim off our tag end. And then just work that around. I'm going to be using some micro tubing and Chartreuse. And I like tying this in up here, just gives the whole pattern an even taper. So go ahead and tie that in. We'll go ahead and start working back to the bend of the hook. A little bit past the bend there. Next I'm going to be using some Veevus hollow tinsel. This is the small one. Just need a little bit of that. We'll go ahead and tie that on in. And I'm just going to wrap this around the hook a few times. This gives the pattern a good it makes it look like the caddis kind of has an egg sac on the bottom of it, so just a few wraps around will do. And we'll just trap that off their thread. Come in here and snip that off. And we'll go ahead and work our thread back up to the top. I'm just going to throw in a quick whip finish so I can hold my thread in place while I wrap the tubing up. And I'll just start wrapping it all up. Just making sure it's nice and even. Right up to the top there. We'll just trap that off their thread. Make sure that's in place. Then we can come in here and trim it out. So for the wing on this, the original pattern uses a partridge feather. I'm going to be using India hen in black. We'll just find a nice good feather here. So I measure put the feather on the hook and kind of measure where I'm going to cut it. So about where I stop that tubing, just kind of mark that with my thumb. Then I'll come in here with my scissors and cut out the center stem. That'll give us kind of a V. And then I'll just lay that on top of the hook and pinch it. in place, and then just do a few loose wraps around and just make sure it's how I want it. It'll come in with some tighter wraps, secure it down. And then we can come in with our scissors and just cut out the rest of the feather. Pull that back and get those loose fibers down. Next we're going to take some Ostrich, Herl, and Olive. And kind of like hackle, I'm just going to kind of pull off the lower barbules to expose that stem. And we'll just tie it in. And we'll just start wrapping that around. And then once we get that on there nicely, just come in with our thread, trap it down. Go ahead and trim it out. Kind of just pull those back a little bit. And we'll go ahead and give it a whip finish. Get our thread out, and then I like to take a black Sharpie and just color this white thread black. And there you have it. That's the Graphic Caddis. Thank you so much for watching. Again, we would really appreciate it if you could smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you.